Hey there friends and greetings, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be hanging out in my kitchen. I need to get some freezer prep done for some lunchbox treats. So I do have two recipes I'm going to share with you guys. I'm also going to prep some granola. I love having homemade granola for either like a quick breakfast or a quick snack idea with some yogurt of course and some fresh berries. And then I'm also going to get started on some dinner. So this might be a little bit of a longer video, but I also intend on doing some chatting, probably like some voiceovers with all my prepping that I'm going to be doing today, because a lot of things have happened. You haven't seen me on my channel. I think it's been about a month or so, and I kind of taken a break with the in my kitchen type videos. I love doing these types of videos, but I haven't done one in a while, so I thought now would be a great opportunity to do that and to also just kind of clue you guys in on what's been going on in the Crow household lately. It has been a little wild, so I'm going to get right into that. But first, I am going to start. I printed out all of my recipes because it's just easier to have them on paper. So I printed out everything. I'm going to get started on the granola. Also, how cute is this mug? My mother-in-law got this mug for me. It is so adorable. I actually got a couple of drinks going on here. I like having multiple drinks at one time. This is the Topo Chico. This is just sparkling water, but it's the tropical mango. It is so delicious, so yummy. And I just have plain black coffee in this one. So I got my drinks going on here and I'm ready to get some stuff done. So friends, I did mention it's been a while since I have been on YouTube and even Instagram. I kind of took a little break from, but I do tend to do more updates over there. So if you guys do have an Instagram, definitely go over there and follow me. I will leave the link down in the description box if you have an Instagram. Also, if you have a Facebook too, I believe it does translate over into Facebook. Whatever I post on Instagram heads over to Facebook. So there's that option as well. Also real quick, how cute is that little cast iron skillet? It is so tiny. I found it at an antique store when we went to the coast a few weeks ago. Actually, I think it's been more than a few weeks, like a month or so ago. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I know I need it. And so we got it. So what I've been doing with that is I've actually been melting like any coconut oil or butters down into that little skillet instead of using the microwave. I'm trying to use it less often. I'm still using it, but just trying a different method. Recently, I had posted an Aldi haul, and on that Aldi haul, I kind of hinted at the idea of maybe taking a break from YouTube or really not knowing what all is going to happen with this channel. I've hinted here and there that there has been a lot going on behind the scenes that you guys haven't seen. I have shared before that my son, my 9-year-old son, has something called vesicular reflux, and I always say that wrong, but it is graded as a grade 3 out of 1 through 5, and it's a condition where the urine flows backward from the bladder up towards the kidneys, and that can cause some kidney damage. And for a while, it has been under control, but just recently in, I believe it was mid-March, he did develop it was a third UTI. And so from there, his doctor in LA did decide that we need to move forward with getting surgery. She was hoping that maybe he could grow out of this because it's very rare, not just for boys, but rare for him being the age that he is. Generally, it's diagnosed when they are babies or toddlers. So for him to be diagnosed a few years ago with this is quite not uncommon. Now, I'm very thankful that we caught the UTI early on, so he wasn't hospitalized. He has been hospitalized before because he was sepsis, and we think twice he's been sepsis. So we caught it early on, got antibiotics, so hopefully that didn't cause any further damage. Now, there is some kidney damage on his left kidney. We don't know the extent of it, but we do know that the function of that kidney is still really good. So for now, what we're just going to do is we are scheduling surgery. He is on a prophylactic antibiotic, unfortunately, for the next several months. His surgery is scheduled in September, which is quite a ways away. We are praying and hoping that there is an opening sooner rather than later so that we can get him fixed and get him healed quickly. Okay, I am actually melting down some butter because that is what is needed for those blueberry muffins. Let's check on this. My messy oven, please ignore. It looks fantastic, but it smells phenomenal in here. It smells like fall. Oh my gosh, I'm ready for fall. It's not even summer, I'm ready for fall. All right, so I'm gonna move these guys out and just let it cool. And this is when you would add like your dried fruit, like cranberries, raisins, whatever you like in yours. Just keep it plain, just to make it easy, because you know, why not? Now that my granola is out, I'm gonna add in those muffins, not muffins, mini brownies. Oh my gosh, that coffee is not helping you guys. All right, and right on in we go. Now I can start on my blueberry muffins. I'm actually gonna take a quick break really quick just to show you guys our backyard. So every time I do like a printout like this, I always put our paper in like our little fire pit bag where we have like other papers that need to be burned. It feels like, you know, probably less wasteful by doing it like that than in the recycling. We're actually using the paper for the fire. But I do want to show you guys like our garden and stuff. And our poor dog, he is on some steroids right now because he had, I believe, like a pinched nerve or a slipped disc. He's doing good. This dog is 15 years old, you guys. And that was like, he looks so good for his age. Here he is. Or the back of him. Anyway, here is our backyard looking really good. That is the famous blackberry bush. We've had that for like 4 years. I don't know how often you're supposed to plant a new one, but this one has just been doing so good for the past several years. So that I will be making some blackberry cobbler and all the good things. We hosted Easter, and you can see there's like the confetti eggs back here, all back here. So it's a little bit of a mess, but oh well. Oh, and then this is the bag where I put like all like those papers and stuff. So there's that. And I decided to do, I can't remember if I made a video. I don't think so. I think it was this on Instagram where I posted this. I decided to do some, what are these called? What are these called? I'm thinking. Bucket gardening. Good grief. Bucket gardening. So in here I have some parsley, some basil. Arugula is growing. I've never tried arugula. I'm gonna give that a go. Hopefully that turns out okay. And then here, the thyme, the rosemary, jalapenos. Right here we have some watermelon. I dumped my coffee grounds from last night in here. I told my daughter, I don't know how they'll do. We'll see. There is some sprouts going on though. Have some onions. These are the cucumber plants. Those are looking really good. Carrots. I've never planted carrots before. I don't even know when you're supposed to pull them. So we just kind of put the seeds out here. So let me know if you guys are familiar with growing carrots. When do I pull these guys? This was a cute like little, I think it was a kidney bean plant that my daughter was starting in preschool, and it was actually growing in our house, and then I moved out here and it died. So big mistake. And then I have some tomato plants. I can't remember if this one is the beefsteak or a cherry. Beefsteak or cherry, can't remember. Beefsteak or cherry, can't remember. We got some David Austin roses. If you guys are familiar with David Austin, they're beautiful roses. A lot of these have died, but there are some, oh, you can kind of see that one back there. A little bit, hopefully. They're beautiful. Actually, oh my gosh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. Look at how gorgeous that is. Stunning, and the color is just so vibrant. There are some gorgeous roses. We actually got some plants for my mom and my mother-in-law last year for Mother's Day, and theirs are doing really well too. At least my mother-in-law's. I don't know about my mom's, but this is just like our little side yard where we like to plant some pretty things over here. Let me take you to the other part of the backyard. Oh, Percy, you poor guy. Our lemon tree is also lemoning, living its life, producing tons of lemons. A mint bush. Sage, I need to cut those flowers off. And then this never grew herbs in it. So we just decided to put flowers in there. And the flowers are doing way better than the herbs. Although they don't look good right now, but I promise guys, they're doing really good. And then mandarin tree, we've had that for years. It's literally produced like 5 mandarins. We don't know if we should just pull it or what. We're gonna give it one more season, one more winter, and then we'll decide what to do from there. But we got some more onions growing over here and a massive tomato plant too. But yeah, we did some more gardening during the spring, like a few weeks before Easter. Kind of filled out those barrels and stuff with flowers, but it's looking really nice aside from our really dirty patio. We need to get that cleaned up again. My muffins are done. And why do I keep calling them muffins? They're not muffins. My brownie bites, they are done. They only took 12 minutes. Here we go. Look at how beautiful those look. So I'm just gonna let them rest here in the pan for a little bit and then pop them out, let them cool completely, and then I'll move them to a cooling sheet like this and then pop those in the freezer, and then they'll flash freeze for like 30 minutes and then move them into a Ziploc bag. They're so easy, you guys, way better than those little bite brownie bites that you can buy at the store. So much healthier, and you know what exactly is in here. So, and they're less greasy too. Those ones are just so greasy. All right, now I'm gonna move my oven up a little bit higher. I think 350, I don't know, let me check. 375. I'm gonna move this up, and now I'm gonna get started on those blueberry muffins. So I wanted to share this really quick before I get started on the blueberry muffins. But I have made these not that long ago, but I just wanted to share that you can make them like with the little paper liners or without the paper liners. I feel like there's no difference in them. I'm gonna link what I use though down below just in case you do want to use them. Some of them like don't stick exactly great. Like this one, you can kind of see it's already like peeling off. And the reviews on there, they were like, well, they kind of stick to the muffin. I have no issues with the liner sticking. In fact, I'm having the opposite issue of them not sticking. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Also, I don't wrap anything anymore. I used to be like very honed in on making sure everything was like frozen and then wrapped really well in plastic wrap and then kept in the freezer. I don't do that anymore. Now I just do like a flash freeze, stick everything into a Ziploc bag. I've had no problems with any type of freezer burn or anything. So I just want to replenish what I have so that I always have something in my freezer for my kids' lunch boxes. So this is random. I was cleaning up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm forced to change now. Look at my vanilla. Oh my Lanta. I was reaching up to put it away and it got everywhere, including on myself. And I'm not even kidding. Like it was like 1 second before I was like, I don't wanna be in these jeans anymore. Now I'm forced to change. Thanks, vanilla. Thank goodness vanilla is like a little bit cheaper than where it was like 4 years ago. All right, I changed and I cleaned up, but look, I think it's stained. Oh no, jeepers creepers. How do I remove the stain, you guys? It's like yellow brown. I tried like my vinegar and like scrubbing it a little bit, but I don't think that's gonna work. But the thing is, it got over here too. Oh my gosh, it made such a mess. Like a really big mess. I don't think you can see the stains on that one, but all right, guys, let me know. What are your tips for removing the yellowish brown stains on here? That does not look good in a kitchen. Let me tell you. Goodness gracious. I was just trying to be like a good little cleaner and trying to get everything organized while I was making these muffins, and then that happened. I washed my brownie bite, the pans, so I can use it for the muffins. And I decided I am just going to use the liners because I have them. I might as well use them. I have not added the blueberries yet here because, like I mentioned, I was trying to just be clean as I was baking, but I'm never doing that again, you guys. Oh my. All right, I'm going to add the blueberries down into here. All right, so these guys are gonna go in for about 12 minutes. All right, so here are those brownie bites, cooling off, -1 by the way, because I did have to taste test it, obviously. So I'm just gonna wait for them to cool down before I move them into the freezer. And I'm just gonna clean up a little bit and start dinner now. Actually, I just realized I have to go eat the kids. So as soon as these come out of the oven, I'm gonna go get the kids and then come back and make dinner. I was debating about making like some type of dessert tonight, but I think we have ice cream in the freezer that needs to be eaten up. Did you guys know, maybe you did, maybe you did not, but I'm not a huge fan of ice cream. I'm really not. I'm one of those weirdos. Now, that being said, I really like Salt and Straw. If you guys are familiar with Salt and Straw, they have one at Disney World and in downtown Disney and Disneyland. I've been to one in San Francisco. They have delicious ice cream. They make like a honey lavender one, I think. It's so yummy. So that one is the exception, along with Rite Aid. I really like the Rite Aid, the Thrifty ice cream. I don't know if like Thrifty is like nationwide or anything, but in my area, we've grown up on that. It's cheap, it's good. I love it so much. That's really the only one. But recently my younger son turned 9, so we have ice cream in the freezer from his little like get together that we had. So I'm probably just gonna do that. But really, I really want the brown sugar chocolate chip cookies. Maybe I might make them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how tired I am by the end of dinner. I know this is kind of some very strange breaks in between me making things and then me talking about real life. I thought this video was going to be a little bit longer. I'm surprised it's not. So I'm trying to fit everything in right here now. So aside from his surgery, my other son actually had walking pneumonia for a couple of weeks. My daughter had the flu. She now has pneumonia. Currently, it's like we've been through the gamut here. I feel like it has been nuts. And by the way, I said mid-March when this all happened. This all happened in April. All the illnesses happened from actually my birthday, March 31st, into mid-April. So it was several weeks and then just kind of recovering the last week or so of April. So it's been crazy here. But with that being said, I don't know the future of this channel just because I don't know when surgery is going to take place, and if we can move his date sooner, that's what we would prefer to do. So I would have to drop everything, and I can't make any plans around that surgery just because he's going to be in the hospital. It's not going to be near us. Unfortunately, it's going to be in LA, which is several hours from here. And then his recovery will take a couple of weeks. So I'm going to have to just take a step back from YouTube, from my blog, something I really, really love doing. But with that being said, I do want to stay connected with you all in some way. And I feel like the best way to do that is via my newsletter. If you head over to my website and you look at the homepage, on the right-hand side, there's a little pink box that says, let's keep in touch. Just pop your email in there and I'll be able to send you updates through email. I feel like that would just be so much faster than videos or pictures on Instagram or something. And I'll be able just to keep in contact with you guys that way because I still want to be able to connect with you guys. It's been such a blessing to have this outlet to talk to you guys, and I just so appreciate you. So if that is something that you are interested in, obviously, if you're not, no worries at all. But if you want to get some emails from me, definitely sign up. And his doctor did mention that she could even call me the day before to let me know that there's an opening for surgery. So literally I would have to drop everything that I'm doing and head down there and stay down there. So, which is why I will just continue to keep on making videos and keep on making blog posts and just living life as normal until the big surgery comes. And when it does come, you guys, I would just really appreciate your prayers, your thoughts, all of that, please, because I don't know the outcome of this. Now, I do know that the surgery is like 95% a success. And so that's what we are hoping and praying for. And I'm a part of like a support group for that because this is just such a weird thing for poor kids to have to go through. Even adults are getting this, which is really scary. I'm not sure if this is hereditary or not, or if this just is like a birth defect that was just never picked up on when he was little, but just a very random thing to happen. So I would just really appreciate your guys' support, and especially as we still have other kids, that we need to take care of and need to give attention to as well. And it's kind of hard and draining to have to step back from taking care of one child, then going to the next one, then the next one, making sure everyone's okay. So it's going to be definitely a learning curve for us, but we have God on our side, and so I'm not that concerned. I still need to work on letting go of control and giving all my anxieties to Him. It's hard because I just want to control everything, but I know that He'll take care of this way better than I ever could imagine. Friends, thank you so much for listening and for being here today. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You all are truly incredible. I love chatting with you and reading your comments and feeling the kindness that you send my way. I really do hope that you'll stick around in the meantime, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, friends.